What's up, guys? My name is Kai. I'm the Nerd of Strength, and today we're going to talk about a very serious subject. We all know about the global pandemic that is taking place right now and how serious it really is. I would say the name of the virus, but YouTube would demonetize this video. But anyway, like I said, this is something that needs to be taken seriously by everyone. This is not fear-mongering or things like that, and the fact that how fast it's spread needs to be taken seriously. And I'm not downplaying this in this video, but this is a Strongman channel, and I'm here to talk about how this is affecting the sport. So, a couple of weeks ago, during the Arnold Strongman Classic, we did discuss how the state of Ohio ended up banning spectators and canceled the Fitness Expo portion of the Arnold Strongman Classic. I'm sorry, of just the Arnold Classic in general. And, well, now a lot of shows are actually being canceled or postponed. Like I said, this is not just something that's specific to Strongman, it is happening globally to all sports and what have you. And before I go into a bit more detail, obviously postponing something means that it has been moved to a later date in this year, and canceled means that it will not happen in the 2020 calendar year and may have been moved to 2021. So first up, I just want to reiterate going over the Germany FIBO. I had mentioned that in my news video about the Arnold Strongman Classic, but just going over it again. The Germany FIBO is one of the largest fitness expos in Europe, and it is also home to the Strongman Champions League Stage 2. And that has been postponed from April 2nd through the 5th to October 1st through the 4th. So we have a date for that. Next up, and this is probably the biggest news in Strongman that people started talking about in the past couple of days, is that WUS Bahrain has also been postponed and moved to a later date. Now, the reason why I didn't make a video when that first announcement came out was that I knew that if WUS was going to cancel, there's no way that these smaller shows weren't going to follow suit, and it's true, this became a domino effect. But anyway, 4 days ago, WUS Bahrain announced that their event was postponed on social media. They said, World's Ultimate Strongman Bahrain and GCC's Strongest Man postponed due to potentially high risk factors due to, bad word, new date to be confirmed soon. Now, while they haven't announced a date for the new show, they also have said, sadly, we have to inform everyone that due to the current state of affairs, the travel bans, the high contagion risk of the blank, we have to postpone our April 11th show in Bahrain along with GCC's Strongest Man. We cannot ignore the dangers associated with the large gathering of people, and also we should not want to put our athletes at any risk or exposure during travel or otherwise. The show is definitely happening, and the 501 deadlift will be broken at World's Ultimate Strongman once the pandemic is under control and conditions are more favorable. Please stay tuned for updates, and a huge thanks for your understanding. Those who have already purchased our live stream will receive an email next week where you will get the option of a refund if they wish. So yeah, once WUS announced that they were postponing their events, I knew others were soon to follow suit. And that actually includes the Arnold Australia and the Arnold Africa. Now, the Arnold Australia was actually supposed to take place this Friday, and I was actually working on my Arnold Australia video when the news for WUS started to break out. So I knew it was going to be soon to follow. I had a thumbnail ready and everything. For those of you who are curious, I had JF Caron, Ronald Heimla, and Maxime Bugeaud, my top 3. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, the Arnold Sports Festival Australia has been canceled, and they wrote, "It is with deepest regret that the 2020 Arnold Sports Festival Australia will be postponed. It goes without saying that this is absolutely heartbreaking for everyone involved. In the last few days, we have been trying to find a way to continue the event in a limited capacity, but our primary concern has been and is the health and welfare of the athletes competing, exhibitors, staff, our personnel, event partners, and of course the tens of thousands of people attending. Further information regarding refunds for ticket holders and details of rescheduling date will be announced shortly. So yeah, like I said, that has been postponed and will be moved to a later date. No word on the date just yet. And that's mostly regarding the pro side. However, I did see a statement that the Arnold Amateur will still be taking place at Standard Submit's headquarters. For those of you who don't know, Standard Submit are the equipment manufacturers who make all of the strongman equipment for the Arnold Australia, and they also have involvement with World's Ultimate Strongman. But I don't know if that's been canceled as of right now, but as far as I know, the Arnold Amateur will still be taking place with them. Next up, we have the Arnold Africa, which also put out a statement and said, "Dear sport, event organizers, sponsors, and exhibitors, after extensive meetings with authorities relating to the President's speech and discussions with Arnold and the global partners, the safety of participants and spectators are priority. Thus, we do not have a choice to postpone the ACA till later in the year. We will announce a new date in this week and will be in contact with you to manage the process. Please take care and look after yourselves. In sport, we stand together." So that one was a much shorter postponement announcement, but yes, like I said, both of those Arnolds have been canceled. These were the first qualifiers in the Arnold Pro Strongman Series for the 2021 Arnold Strongman Classic. Right now, we have no word on the Arnold Sports Warwick or Barcelona or any of the other Arnold Pro Strongman World Series, but the first two out of the gate have been postponed to later this year. I don't know what that's going to mean for the qualifiers for the rest of the year, but we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of events being pushed back between like August and December, so there's going to be a lot of shows jam-packed together. So we will see what happens. That's a lot of shows guys are going to have to compete in. And finally, regarding pro shows, this is the one that I was waiting for before I made this video, and that comes from Giants Live. Europe's Strongest Man, as of today, has been postponed to a later date, and Giants Live finally put out an announcement regarding that. They wrote, "Important update. Given the government's latest advice regarding, bad word, the Giants Live team in discussion with the athletes, supporters, and our crew realized that we have no option other than to postpone Europe's Strongest Man on April 4th. The event will now take place on Saturday, August 8th, 2020. We are exponentially grateful of your support for this event. Many of you have helped us build this event into what it is now. We will work tirelessly until August 8th to make sure the wait is worth it and is bigger and better than ever before. And by then, we will likely all need a good night out. All tickets will still be valid for the new date, so please keep them safe. Any queries should please be directed to the company you purchased your tickets from. We know that the Strongman community will come through this together, stronger than ever, and in the meantime, we hope you all stay safe and well." So there you have it. Europe's Strongest Man has been moved from the spring in April to the summer in August. The thing I find interesting about that is the new date of August 8th. That's actually a week before Giants Live USA, which takes place in Daytona Beach, Florida. So I'm curious if that's going to get moved, just because that's a big workload for them. I don't know. I don't know about the transportation or things like that, but I just find it interesting that, ESN will be in, Leeds, and then 7 days later they'll be across the globe in Florida, but we'll see what happens with that. But again, if you already have tickets to Europe's Strongest Man, they will be valid for the new date, so that is good. No word if this will be affecting other Giants Live shows, such as the Strongman Classic at the Royal Albert Hall. But when we get further to that, we'll know what happens. Now, while all of that stuff is postponed and will be moved to a later date, the only thing that I want to note that has been canceled, and while it's not Strongman related, is the IFP and SBD Sheffield Powerlifting Championships 2020. And that has been canceled and won't happen until 2021. I mention this because SBD is the title sponsor for the 2020 World's Strongest Man, and no announcement has been made about that yet. World's Strongest Man is supposed to take place May 19th through the 24th in Bradenton, Florida. But with the CDC recommending banning all mass gatherings in the U.S. and the travel bans, who knows if that's going to actually take place. Plus, honestly, without a global pandemic, World's Strongest Man just has piss poor communication. So, I honestly wouldn't even expect an announcement from them anyway. And that's not necessarily a dig on SPD, that's mostly IMG. Personally, do I think World's Strongest Man is going to be postponed? Absolutely. I could see it being moved to later in the summer, maybe around Labor Day, who knows. Like I said, with the CDC recommending that all mass gatherings should be banned in the US for like 8 weeks, I don't see Worlds happening in May. Also, even if, say, like, the ban has been lifted, what about the travel ban? It wouldn't be World's Strongest Man if all these international competitors couldn't get to the States. Like I said, we don't know what's going to happen between now and May, but personally, I've canceled my trip to Florida just because I don't want to be out a lot of money, honestly. I already didn't have a hotel, but, with all this happening, I'm just not going to go and chance it or risk losing out on money. It's unfortunate, and it would have been a great birthday present to myself, but my safety is more important than this. So, sorry. Other than that, I've seen, in the past couple of weeks, I've seen so many major conventions, sporting events, concerts be closed. Movie theaters, bars, restaurants, and gyms have all been closed. In New York City, as of last night, all gyms closed at 8 p.m. and they'd be closed until further notice. I work at a gym, so I'm now out of work. The company I work for said we'll be compensated for 2 weeks, but after that, who knows? These are serious times, and these are serious things that are taking place in this world. And, banning mass gatherings is the smartest thing we could do. It will hopefully delay the spread. And we all just need to be safe and, take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and one another. Currently, I'm home since I'm out of work, so I can make more YouTube videos, but yeah, this is serious stuff. So all in all, what does that mean? If there's no contest taking place, what does that mean for this channel? Don't worry, there will still be lots of videos here on the channel. I hate to admit this, but I've been working on like 5 videos since August that just don't want to get done sometimes. They're more editorial style videos that take a lot of time, research, and editing, but I'm out of a job, so I have stuff to do, so hopefully those will get updated and uploaded here on the channel soon. And with gyms being closed, you can always work out at home. I recommend picking up equipment using my Amazon link. Please use my Amazon link. It'll help me out tremendously during these times. Literally just 2 days ago, I got Titan Fitness silencer pads for my log. You can get equipment, weights, sandbags, resistance bands, little things here or there that will definitely help you while we're all quarantined at home. So like I said, in the next couple of weeks, there will still be videos here on the channel, so please stay tuned for all of that. If you like what I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Once again, guys, my name is Kai. I am the Nerd of Strength. You can also follow me on Instagram at EastWolfStyle. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.